318 trained men. This is fascinating. Abram, you will find, was a major leader. He had 318 trained fighting men in his retinue that were born into his house. He was a sheikh. He was somebody that was very important. When his nephew was captured, there was a war, and his nephew and all of the goods were taken out of the city of Sodom. Now, those walls were really thick. You're gonna see pictures of them when Dr. Collins gets here. So it's an amazing thing that they were taken captive at all. But when Abram hears this, he goes off with his men. You'll read about the strategy, a nighttime attack. He defeats the enemy, gets all of these things and brings it back. And we're going to see a key figure here. His name is Melchizedek. Now, Melchizedek was the king of Salem. Salem is what we call Yerushalayim today, Jerusalem, the old city. This was when it was a Jebusite city. Within the last 10 years, they have found the actual temple from that time period, the temple where Melchizedek stood. I'm going there next year. I want to see that because this is where Abram would have stood. Abram went there, and it's still there. Got to go see that. Okay, but anyway, so Melchizedek was the king of Salem. He was a priest of God. That's fascinating. That tells you that there were other people that served God, not just Abraham, right? Melchizedek was one. Abram gives him tithes, showing that Melchizedek was greater in stature than Abram. That's important. You'll find that in the book of Hebrews as it really comes out. Abram was a very brave man. He was loyal to his family, and you'll see that. And the key point is this. True believers center their belief that all success comes from and depends upon God, not their own ingenuity or resources. And I believe the key verse in this chapter is verse 14. Now, for those of you that are new,